It's your boy King Cal 516 live in the mix, and this is the Swiss Flames podcast. So Charania of The Athletic reported earlier today about LaMarcus Aldridge being cleared to play again. So I'm just going to read this tweet from Shams, what he dropped earlier. 7-time NBA All-Star LaMarcus Aldridge has been cleared to play again, passing all the necessary tests, sources tell at The Athletic and at the stadium. Shout out to The Athletic at the stadium. The Nets are leaders to sign Aldridge, sources says. And also remember, Aldridge abruptly retired in mid-April due to a heart scare, but has received full medical clearance to make his return to the NBA for a 16th season, sources said. Okay, so basically, a lot of us are familiar with the story of LaMarcus Aldridge. He had joined the Nets during the season and basically ended up retiring abruptly after just a little time with the Nets. And it was kind of like, wow, okay, because he was playing definitely good basketball. He looked like he was rejuvenated by being on the Nets, and he looked like he was going to be a significant piece to help that team make a playoff run. And then he had to abruptly retire, apparently with a heart issue, a heart scare that he's been dealing with for a long time. So the issue at hand, he's been dealing with a long time. But I remember, as reported, in particular, there was a Lakers game where the Lakers beat the Nets. This is around the time when Andre Drummond was kind of first on, getting to play with the Lakers. And basically, the Lakers won that game. But if you look at, LaMarcus Aldridge, he just didn't seem like himself during that game. And he checked himself in the hospital the very next day, as reported. And so from then on, he ends up retiring. And basically, we haven't really seen him since. But recently, I guess he got a second opinion, and I guess he was just, going through some testing, and he's basically clear to play. And it looks like the Brooklyn Nets are the most likely destination, which I wouldn't be surprised if he goes right back there. I'm pretty sure he'll get a couple of offers. I'm pretty sure a couple of contenders will be interested in just trying to reach out and at least get a conversation with him. But all signs are pointing that that this might lead up for him signing back with the Brooklyn Nets. And that'll give the Brooklyn Nets, some really good, solid front court depth and some size, which I think they kind of lack to some degree in some cases for some teams. And so I believe, for any team, you want to have a lot of options. You want to be able to play a lot of different ways. You know what I mean? And so I think LaMarcus Aldridge, if healthy, is a great addition for the Brooklyn Nets. And I think he's a greater addition, if healthy, than Adam Paul Millsap that they did earlier today. I have a video. You guys can check it out about the Nets signing Paul Millsap. Y'all can check that out as well. But LaMarcus Aldridge, I think what he adds to the team is simply this. He's a guy who can still post up if you want him to. So he can give the Nets an inside presence if they need to go to that. You know what I mean? But also he can shoot that mid-range at a high clip. He's a great mid-range shooter for a big. And so you're talking about a lot of pick and pops with him, to spread that defense out to, you know what I mean? And create that lane openings, for like Kyrie and like James Harden when they want to drive. You know what I mean? So LaMarcus Aldridge will be a big pickup. We'll see if that finally happens. Most likely it will happen, that he'll go to the Nets. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is just great news, in general. Just as a basketball fan, I'm happy for LaMarcus Aldridge that he can continue on, doing what he loves to do most, and that's play the game of basketball. So we'll see how that all ends up for him. Anyway, with that said, it's your boy King Cal 516 signing off. This has been the Swiss Flame Podcast. Let me know what you think about the news of LaMarcus Aldridge getting clearance and he's going to come back and play some NBA basketball. Where would you like to see him? Do you want him to go back to the Nets, or is there another team you think he should join? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you check out the website, www.swissflames.com. Hit us up on Twitter, @SwissFlames. And definitely check out the Facebook page, @SwissFlames Podcast. Till next time, peace.